Hello all, this is Scott Grove here on November 5th, 2013 of GroovyMusicLessons.com. Here with another new old guitar. It's a 2007 USA Fender Stratocaster VG model, which is Fender and Roland got together and Roland put in the VG virtual guitar guts inside here. Okay, these puppies actually run off of 4 AA batteries. They suggest you use, the real nice rechargeable ones, which I've got here. Rosewood fingerboard, your typical American Strat with the addition of course, the GK Roland pickup here. You notice there's 4 knobs. Okay, there's been a lot of reviews on this, so you can watch mine or you can watch theirs, doesn't matter. Typical USA stuff on it, meaning you get those tuners. You get 1 string tree. You get regular size frets. You get staggered pole piece pickups. Nothing special, just a regular American standard Strat, totally black on the back. And then your kind of tobacco-ish sunburst, what they do on all of them. It would look great with the black pickguard, I think, but trying to find a pickguard for that and trying to find all black knobs for the little 2 mini knobs might be difficult. Okay, I just got done picking this up. I got it for $650 with, one of those really beautiful new cases they have. I don't know why, but a lot of people actually yell at me for every reason, but when I have to tell them, oh good Lord, I'll get right on this, I swear, but when I get things like, oh I'm not even going to pull them down, like the Gene Simmons Kramer Axe guitars, and I tell them I paid 10 grand for it, then people in the forums are, God, I think he's trying to brag or whatever that he spent that much. I wouldn't tell anybody unless I got a deal. It's like he's just making himself look stupid. No, it's a guitar review. I tell you how much I paid for it. That's part of the review, so you know what to expect to pay for something. But today, I feel that I got, a major deal because, of course, you just look on eBay and these things go for more than double of this for the cheapest one. So that's why I bought it, for the main reason is just to resell. It's like, well, I can double this money tomorrow if I want to. So $650 for VG Strat in perfect condition. It's no brainer there, kids. So it was a Craigslist. So I didn't have to go too far down the road, 35, 40 miles to the nearest town of St. George, Utah. That's Mormon-tucky for y'all. Okay. Okay, so real nice guy. I didn't even bother to plug it in or nothing when I was there. I just met him at a Walmart gas station out front of there and grabbed it. He brought along the little mini amp, but I didn't plug it in. I don't care. Looked like a real trusting and nice dude. The trim is still floating, so we'll see what that does here in a second. Let me just show you what this does. Okay, it has your regular 3 pickups. It is a Strat, nothing else. Until, okay, this other goofy little thing right here, that's an LED. Okay, so that just lets you know that the guitar is working a little bit. Okay, these little tiny switches. Okay, let's get them in here so we can tell what's going on. Okay, or they are switches. I know they're knobs, but they are switches. You have a master volume, master tone. Your first thing here, N stands for normal. Okay, on this little knob, I don't know if I'm getting them here. I can't see my camera well enough and I'm blind. Okay, so we have N, D as in dog, G as in God, a small D, like in duh, a B, and the number 12. Okay, N is normal on both of these. So N means you are tuned to normal. Okay, you see a T on this knob. That's your tuning. M are your modes. That's actually just, or your models actually. So you have a normal. Let's go to this one first. Why? Because I love screwing people up. The different models. M is model. N is normal, so it's just the guitar with these pickups working. When you go to S, which is what I just did there. See what I did there? See what I did? Now it actually is modeling a different Stratocaster. Okay, so that's using the Roland VG processing, and it still tunes normal under all these circumstances. Even, okay, because this does do a lot of different tunings and so forth, but you can still use your tuners. It does not ever keep your guitar in tune. Your tuners are always active, so if you do like a drop D tuning, you can still go down to C and whatever. Your tuners always are in effect. So never does it take the place of any of your tuners, okay? So that is a modeled Strat, a different Strat than this one. The next one is a T. That's a Telecaster. So here you end up with what sounds like a Telecaster pickup instead of a Strat pickup. Next position does the same thing. Middle is like this pickup and this pickup, like a Tele. So it's a sampled Tele. And then the only other place, the next two positions are going to work just like a Tele neck pickup. Okay, your next one is going to be H. That's Humbucker. Okay, so there's a H for Humbucker. You probably can't read it, but that's why I'm telling you what it is. So now it acts like a guitar with 3 pickups that has humbuckers, hot humbuckers. So humbucker here for the neck. Next position is the same. And in the middle is both humbuckers that are modeled via the VG processor. Next position is the bridge humbucker. Next position is the bridge humbucker. So it acts like a 3-way switch. The other 2 ones keep you in regular mode. Next one is acoustic. It says A. So you switch it over to A. You have 5 different acoustics to choose from. Only one, all the way back that way towards the bridge, is even worth listening to. But we'll check those out. Okay, now back to the T button. That's tuning button. Normal for in. So that's your normal tune guitar. Next one is D. Switch it there. It goes to a drop D tuning. And yes, your tuners still work. Next one says G. That's an open G tuning. So you have your low string is down to a D, your A string goes down to a G, and your high E string goes down to a D. Next one is the small letter D. Flick it to there. That's your dadgad tuning. D-A-D, G-A-D. Next one says B. That's actually baritone. So everything's just dropped down to the same tuning as a baritone guitar. That one doesn't track as good as you would hope. It sounds like it is. It sounds like a pedal doing it, which it basically is. It's electronics doing it. It's the least convincing sound. And then the next one has the number 12. Of course, that's going to be your 12th string. And how does it sound? Well, let's find out, alright? So, that's what this guitar is all about. And that's what it's all about. Wouldn't you hate to die, and if there was a heaven and you went there and you find out that the hokey pokey, just like the song, that's what it's all about. You always wondered the meaning of life. You get up there and, well, it was the hokey pokey. That's what it's all about. So why I wrote that song. It'd be the only song, if there's a God, that he actually wrote. It's like, well, I wrote that. For everybody kept wanting to know the meaning of life. You just didn't listen. The hokey pokey. That's what it's all about. Alright. I got to teach that song. What a iconic song. And don't think it doesn't serve its purpose every now and then to actually play that. And I do play it. Whole self, you put your whole self in. Okay. Okay, enough of that crap. Alright, let's check out the guitar again. Just going through the trusty Johnson Millennium JM150 modeling amp. You hear the reverb. I'm on a Fender Twin type of model right now, which doesn't matter. So now I will yell all the same crap I just did at you a minute ago. You see the blue LED that's on? That lets you know your batteries are good. It will start flashing when your batteries are going dead. Then you have, you know, like a half hour to replace them. Okay? So easy access to the battery compartment. Flick the thing, 4 AA batteries. Okay, why? I don't know. That's what it comes with. Okay, so everything is set to, now it is, normal. Let's check out the guitar. Okay, I was just playing in the 2 position. You know your 1 through 5 position. So position 1 being the bridge. And the strings are dead as hell on this guitar. Like I said, I just walked in the door with it, so I sound out of breath because I'm fat and because I just walked 15 feet from the front door to, or from my car to here. Position number 2. Position number 3, middle pickup. And in normal mode is the only time you actually use the pickups in the guitar. Otherwise, they're not active. Position number 4. Position number 5, neck pickup. Guess what? Sounds like a Strat. You know, a Strat is a Strat. Okay. Let's check out this whammy situation while we're here. I'm not going to dive bomb it because I don't want to test it that much and I need to show the guitar. So, seems okay. Seems like it works. So, that's a bonus. Volume. Nice and smooth. It doesn't chop out anywhere. Tone. No scratchy pots. Okay? So, that's good. Okay, so we're going to take it out of normal tuning and I'm going to stick it on D, the next one, which is a drop D tuning. I'm going to be using, for all of these tunings, to show you the tunings, position number 2 on the 5-way selector, which is going to be the bridge in the middle. So here's your drop D tuning, which now does this. Oh, did I even do it there? Nope, you have to put it, okay, you have to put it in Strat mode. You can't do it with it in normal guitar mode. So you have to put it in the modeled Strat mode. Okay, so let me show you that first before I change the tuning. Normal Strat, all the tones we just heard. Now we're going to the modeled Strat. Position 1, position 2, position 3, position 4, position 5. Back to normal Strat. Let's see. Back to modeled Strat. See how you can fake some delay there? Okay, so they're pretty close sounding. Okay, so now back to the tuning. Go into D, drop D tuning. So you have to play it just like a drop D tuning. Nothing actually physically changed. It's just a modeling guitar now going through a modeling amplifier. Okay? So, but all the tuners still work. Even the low E string. So I'm looking behind me, tuning it on my tuner to D. Now let me see what happens. Okay, there we go. So your drop D tuning sounds great. Distortion with the drop D tuning. Everything's fine. Single coil, drop D tuning. Everything's groovy. Okay, next tuning says G. We know that's going to be an open G tuning. If you have a string out of tune in real life, let me check my tuner. My high E string's out of tune a little bit. I'll get it back. That's probably from the whammy bar. My G string is out of tune. So if anything's really out of tune, it will still really be out of tune even though it's a modeled thing. So you have to be in tune even though the guitar goes to a different tuning. Weird, huh? So it drops things. It drops your real tunings, you know, whole step. So you dropped your low E down to a D. But if your low E was not in tune, that D will not be in tune either. Okay, so your guitar has to be in tune. This guitar does not fix your tuning in any way. So open G. hiccup in the digital processing. Let's listen. Okay, so it is a little bit digital sounding. Okay, let's go to a more bluesier sound. Let's go to the neck pickup. Open G. And let's go back to normal stuff and another tuning. Let's try the next one, which has a little bitty lowercase d, which is your dadgad. Tuning D-A-D, G-A-D. So for all you dadgad players, there's that. Still a little digital sounding. But it's a matter of if you can put up with it or not, because modeling is what it is. You know, it's not, especially here. The amp does great, flawless. Guitars and whammy pedals and everything that tries to change your pitches, they still haven't got it yet, and they probably never will. Nothing will replace a physical string ringing. It's just not going to happen in my lifetime anyway. And finally, no, not finally. Next is B for baritone. Again, kind of digital sounding. It's the most digital sounding of all of them, okay? These strings are shot, and even in modeling mode, for some reason, it somehow does it by whatever magic Roland does, because Roland is actually pretty magical. Their customer service is the worst on the planet, but they still do some of the best processing around, even though it's still not there yet. Get back there. It does what it does for this day and age. You know, maybe they'll improve it someday down the road. But it's cool to have all this stuff at your fingertips should you want it, and through a live sound system in a mix, it's going to sound pretty dang convincing. By itself, you know, we know what, you know, has little glitches, what they sound like, but they are what they are. Okay, finally is the 12, or the 12 string. Again, we are in the middle and bridge position pickups. Strings sound like. So it does that one really nice. That's pretty cool. Okay, so there's all your tuning things. So I'm going to go back to normal tuning. So now we're just back to no more tuning things. We're done with that, unless I think of something later I want to do. Okay, we are still on the Strat modeling guitar. I'm going to switch it to T for Tele. Okay, so position 1 and position 2 are just going to be the bridge. So it's pretending like it has a three-way switch for the next couple guitars. So position number 1 and position number 2 are going to be the same thing, which is your bridge pickup. Again, middle position will be both pickups on a Tele. Okay, this is Roland's idea of what a Tele should sound like. The next two positions will be just the same thing, the Tele neck pickup. Okay, let's go to the bridge, see what they think a Tele is supposed to sound like. I'm not using any compressors or anything right now. I'll put it on in a second. Let's take that bridge pickup from the modeled Telecaster. Let's go back to the modeled Stratocaster bridge pickup. That's Strat, this is supposed to be Tele. It's got, if you can't tell it on your end, which we both know I'm using junky cameras, junky microphones, and you got junky speakers, and we have junky compression from YouTube videos, and compression from getting it from the camera to the computer, then uploading it and all that. But it's not a bad sounding Tele thing. Let's go to the middle position on the Tele. It sounds like a Tele, let me tell you. Here it does. I don't know what it sounds like on your end, but on this end it does. No tracking problems with the modeling guitar. The tunings, yes, a little bit of tracking things are slightly apparent, and again the baritone being the worst of them, but the drop D was great, 12 string was great, all the other ones, again baritone being the worst, had little bitty digital glitches that you could hear. Okay, so the Tele sounds like a Tele with two pickups on. Okay, so it does sound like what it's supposed to. And let's see, what did I step on? It's hard to say. I never know what I'm stepping on. Back to this. Oh. You too. Okay, neck pickup for the Tele. Neck pickup for the Strat. Neck pickup for the Tele again. So darker on the Tele for the neck pickup. Okay, let's go to the next one, which is going to be humbuckers. Might as well stay on the neck. Neck humbucker with this same amp setting. Nice. I know, lots of reverb, but whatever. Middle position for two humbuckers. Definitely hotter and definitely humbucker sounding. It sounds very convincing. Bridge humbucker. Bridge Tele pickup. Bridge humbucker. Okay, bridge Strat. Bridge Tele. Bridge humbucker. Humbucker with distortion. Bridge. Bridge humbucker. Same thing, let's tune it to just a drop D. Let's tune it to a baritone with distortion. Sounds beautiful that way. Every distortion covers up everything, as we all know. Okay, let's go back to clean. So the humbuckers sound great. Let's do a humbucker on the neck position. Sorry, humbucker neck position through my Soldano modeling thing. Okay, now like all guitars that suck, which are all guitars, I'm going to turn on my compressor so I can actually get some sustain. So, great sounding stuff. Okay, compressor's off again, back to regular sounds. Okay, not much left to go through here. One more thing. Acoustics. Okay, so I'm going to put it back on normal tuning. Put it on A for acoustic. Like I said, the bridge position one, you got 5 acoustics to choose from. They all suck, except for the bridge one, which still sucks, but it's the least sucky. So let's go from the most sucky to the least sucky. Okay, so here it is. An acoustic, of course, is not supposed to go through a guitar amp. It's supposed to go through a PA or an acoustic amp, you know, to get the right sound. But this is on the guitar, so I'm showing it to you. Just bright, bitey, sounds like a piezo pickup, just distorting. So you might want a different patch or whatever when you use an acoustic or a mode, or grab an EQ, or you can use the tone knob on the guitar. Maybe. Okay, I was mistaken. So no tone control in acoustic. That's a shame. Volume works, but the tone does not work in acoustic mode. Go figure. Okay, so yeah, use an EQ to make your acoustic sound good. Like I said, again, that's the worst sounding acoustic here. Next one. Okay, sounds like a Gibson acoustic. Or a Zager. That's horrible. Who the hell thinks that's an acoustic? Not even close. Middle position. An acoustic electric with all the mids totally scooped out, the bass wide open, the treble wide open. Sounds like hell. Sounds like hell on my end. I don't know what it sounds like on your end. Position number 2, which is, since I'm going backwards, sounds like the same guitar to me. Lots of bass, lots of highs, no mids. And finally, the only one that actually sounds decent and not good by any means is when you stick it in the bridge position. It actually sounds a little bassy now. So I don't think any of the acoustics sound worth a crap. So keep an acoustic on stage, as far as I'm concerned personally. But what you do have, I hope. Okay, you have a shitty acoustic sound with a whammy bar. Do we have tone on this model? And that's a real acoustic back there ringing. No, we do not have tone control for any of the acoustics. Nope. But we have the important thing, a whammy bar for an acoustic. Okay, so that's basically it. What do I think of it? It's a cool player guitar. Like I said, it just has its little digital thingies on the tuning stuff. The acoustic stuff I think is worthless myself. I was expecting better, but so be it. The drop D function is great. The open G tuning is fine. It's not great. The dadgad is fine, not great. The baritone's pretty sucky, clean mode. All of them sound fine in distortion, you know, or a little bit of overdrive. Of course, it just covers up the glitches. And most of you, when you're doing baritone shit and you're doing drop D stuff, you're probably going to be doing distortion anyway. So it will be fine for that. Pure, clean country players like me, nah, it does not pass the muster. But the actual guitar itself, getting rid of all the crap except for turning off the LED, is a Strat. Okay, so it's an American Strat with toys on it. Okay, and the toys are usable. As far as I'm concerned, you make your own judgments if you ever try one. I know there's a what do you call it, a Mark II version of this that just came out now, and they've got 2 black knobs here instead of 2 white knobs, which really looks horrible. So maybe I could buy one of those guitars, just steal those 2 knobs and put these white ones on it, so it'll have all white ones, and I can put 2 black knobs here and then try to find a pick guard for it. I'm not doing all that. Anyway, so I bought it to try to double my money. I'll play it on a few gigs, see what I think about it. I'm never happy with rosewood fingerboards. Not my thing. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Just collect dust and dirt and they blow. But the guitar is in great shape, and like I said, I can easily double the money. So it's the VG, 2007 VG Stratocaster, Fender and Roland conglomeration. Like I said, great guitar with toys on it, and for $650, my price, and quit bitching at me for telling you what I paid for it. Are you going to find one for this price? I hope so, if you want one, but probably not. But you may. Again, it's the beginning of the month. Somebody needs money to pay their rent. There are 5 days, again, like I mentioned, today's November 5th. Somebody needs money real bad, they'll let it go cheap. So that's when you shop Craigslist. And you buy an $1,800 guitar for $650. That's the normal price, is the $1,800 to $1,900. Normal used price is between, I've seen them between $1,200 and $1,400 is the average used price for this and this year and this condition and with the hard shell, blah blah blah. It's $12 to $14, and I paid $650 for it. So you have a great, just American Strat, which will always hold some kind of value because of the sticker that says made in USA. The sticker itself is probably made in China. You know, as we all know, we are the United States of China. We are so indebted to them for everything. And that's it. So, and whoever set the whammy up, it actually sounds fairly decent floating like that, so I'll leave it like that and take it and do a few gigs like I said and see how she turns out. Okay, so once again, Scott Grove, GroovyMusicLessons.com with this and the real lowdown on it. Check out other people's reviews and compare them to this and try one or don't try one, whatever. But it is what it is. Best for distortion on the tuning things, but the modeling on the other Strat, the Tele, the Humbuckers, all that stuff sounds really, really good. There's no glitches there at all. So if you want a guitar that does humbuckers and does them well, that one just did it. And it has more characteristics of a Tele in there than if you were just able to shut off the middle pickup. It sounds more like a Tele than a Strat would if you just shut off the middle pickup. So there are definite tonal differences that are totally usable for the clean guys like me too. So I may keep it, I may not. Like I said, I'll gig with it and see how useful everything is in a live situation. Okay, so go check out the website for whatever reasons. More of this, more free lessons, more just altogether stuff. So you guys all be good to each other. Live long and prosper and nanu. And like one of my buddies says, shut up and play your guitar. Okay? I just love that saying. And that's it. I'm going to go eat some, what are those? Not that you care, but you know I always have to throw in something else just when you think I'm gone. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, that's it. It's the only cereal I eat. Eat 2 bowls of that every morning, and it's about 8 hours past time for me to eat it. So that's what I get for going out guitar shopping. I'm going to go buy another Paul Reed Smith online though real quick. A pink one. So I got to do that first before they close. And oh, anyway, I'll shut up. And yes, I'm in a good mood always now. It's a beautiful thing. So despite the last couple videos you saw, which I meant every single word of them. Whatever. Anyway, yes, I'm in a great mood all the time. It's a beautiful thing. I love it. Be happy for me. Okay, I'm happy for you. Because you get to look at my beautiful, fat, grotesque self that everybody keeps writing to me. How can you possibly be happy if you're that fat and grotesque? You look like Jabba the Hutt. Okay. Well, anyway, y'all take care. And the Roland Fender USA VG Strat, pretty cool. I'll give it like an 8 for me on the whole deal. You know, good Strat, but then you toss everything else in. It gives you more stuff, which should bump it up, but then again, the tracking isn't ready yet, just because of the year we live in. So, or the year it was made in 2007, maybe the new one's better. I don't know. I don't own it. I own this one. So there's your review on that one. Okay, cereal time. Bye.